एक बार contact करके मैम shall we start मैम?
Yes, please. We can go ahead now. We have good number.
Yes, 72.
Yes.
Yeah. So, very good afternoon to everyone present in this virtual platform. As a customary of our university, before starting any event or any program, we play our university anthem. So I request everyone, please rise from their seat so we can play the university anthem.
जीवन मूल्यों का सहारा, नवाचार का पाठ पढ़ाता, देश विदेश की समझ बढ़ाता, भावी पीढ़ी का निर्माता, विश्व बंधुत्व का भाव सिखाता। तेरी शान रहे, तेरा मान रहे, पंजाब केंद्रीय विश्वविद्यालय, पंजाब केंद्रीय विश्वविद्यालय।
Thank you, everyone. I, on behalf of Institute Innovation Council of Central University, Punjab, Bhatinda, welcome distinguished speaker of the day, Professor Mrityunjay Swar, all the dignitaries, faculty members of the Geology Department from the university, my colleague, and members of IIC, and dear student participants to this motivational lecture. This lecture is organized by IIC in collaboration with the Department of Geology, Central University, Punjab. So as you can see from the screen, the topic is building enabling ecosystem, translating ideas into action. So as we know, MIC, the Ministry of Education Innovation Council, is established to create complete ecosystem within the educational institute to foster the culture of innovation from ideas to generate to pre-incubation, incubation, and graduating from the incubator as successful startups. Our university is dedicating towards developing such ecosystem here, and today's lecture is all about that. And this lecture will be delivered by Professor Mrityunjay Swar. Now he is present. You can see from the screen. So once again, welcome you, sir. And today, our Honorable Vice Chancellor, he will be joining us, but little later. He's coming another meeting. So he will join in the course of our this event. So now I invite Professor Manisha Dhiman, IIC President, also IQAC Director, to deliver her welcome address. So over to you, ma'am.
Good afternoon, everyone. On behalf of Central University of Punjab and Innovation Council of Central University of Punjab, I welcome you all. Professor Mrityunjay, I welcome you for sparing your valuable time and spending some time with us, because I'm sure you know that KIIT is technical institutions are very good. They are doing quite good in innovation and getting the startups, patents. They are quite good. But when we come to central universities and academic institutions like ours, the data, we are good in academics, we do good research, but how to translate that research into startups and how we can, so those things are really lacking in our universities. So that is what the idea behind making these IICs is. And so we are Institutional Innovation Council of the Central University of Punjab was constituted in 2019. And from then we are moving one step ahead and doing quite good. Although in the initial stages, we are just doing some awareness, because it's also important that to create awareness. So in the beginning, we are just creating awareness about various how to go about it. But yes, with time, like it is a kind of gradually we are enhancing our knowledge by just bringing people like you who are actually into things, how the ideas can be converted into actual, because our students, our teachers, we have things, but how they get translated into some startups or products, that's not, we are into just publishing, right? You know that what research we do. So it would be great to hear from you, and we have quite good student numbers are also there. And now even students, we know that in coming years the jobs would not be that much. So it would be great if we can make some, rather than job seekers, if the students can go into how they can provide jobs to others and can be independent. So that is what the idea of these kind of activities is. And I'm sure listening from you would be great. And I welcome all the participants, faculty members, IAC members, everyone for this talk today. I'm sure we are going to have a great time with you, sir. So over to you, Dr. Patnaik. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am, for your introduction and welcome address. So now we'll move to the next step, next event of this program. I will be introducing our today's distinguished speaker. So it is my privilege and to introduce our today's speaker, distinguished speaker, Professor Mrityunjay Suar. He has completed his master's degree in marine biotechnology from Goa University. Then he pursued his PhD in molecular microbiology from University of Delhi in 2003. After that, he moved to Zurich, Switzerland, ETH Zurich for postdoc from 2004 to 2007. And when he returned to India, he established School of Biotechnology in 2007 under KIT University, Bhubaneswar. During the short span of time, the School of Biotechnology became a center of excellence supported by biotechnology and various Department of Biotechnology and various other funding body. And it has attracted several international collaborations such as ETH Zurich, UCLA USA, LSTM UK, Karolinska Institute Sweden, and many more. To promote technology and innovation, he has also established KIT Technology Business Incubator, promoting deep tech startup companies. He is a strong promoter of the technology for all and works especially in the sector of public health innovation and technology development. Under his leadership, KIT TBI nurtured more than 200 startup company, created almost 4,000 plus jobs, and established Center of Excellence supported by DST Government of India in the area of digital health and precision agriculture. And he is committed to replicate the successful incubation model in other states of East and Northeast region of India, for which BIRC was established, and its regional center is at KIT TBI, focusing on East and Northeast region of India. And he also co-founded 2 companies and has very active research group. Mainly the research area is in salmonella biology, nanobiomaterials, and published more than 120 research articles and filed 4 patents. And he has received many awards and recognition, few to name here. American Society of Microbiology Professorship Award in 2012 and visited UCLA USA. He also received a GP Chatterjee Memorial Award during 102nd Indian Science Congress. Future Young Technical Leaders by STARS Switzerland in 2010. He's also attended Global Entrepreneurship Leadership Symposium at Haas Business School, USA, and visited UC Berkeley. With this, you can see from the biodata the achievement of our today's distinguished speaker. Briefly, I introduced. Sir, now it is over to you, and we all are eagerly waiting for your motivational lecture. So,
thank you.
Over to you, sir.
Thank you. I hope I'm audible now.
Yes, sir.
Good.
Yes, sir, you are audible.
Thank you, Dr. Patna. Thank you, madam. Thanks, everybody, for inviting me to this IIC platform at Punjab University. And I have been there a couple of times. I'm part of, I think, your TEC committee. What I know from everywhere that Punjab University is top class, right, as a university. And madam said we are very good in publication, academics, research. We publish paper. Of course, you do file patents, but then startups, what you're talking about, taking science into technology, research outcomes into product, new process, new ventures, new enterprise. Very, very important. So today, my talk to all of you, I just realized, sorry, forgive me, I just realized that geology students are there, right? So maybe I'll change my talk accordingly. See, I'm a microbiology guy. I can talk to electronics. I can talk to space scientists. I can talk to geology also. So that's
all students are there. Just sorry to interrupt. All students are there, all departments.
I just saw some IIC geology department. I thought maybe only geology guys are here.
No.
Good. So what I'm going to do in next 45 minutes to tell you all can happen in India, and you can make it happen in Punjab University. And already you have built a platform called Academic Excellence, Research Excellence. And how can you build excellence in translating your ideas into action, into enterprise, into a product, into a process, into a service? And definitely this will take a different structure together in future. So am I allowed to put my PPT? Okay. Here we are. Probably it's visible to all of you.
Yes, now it is.
Right.
Now it's coming.
Good. So I'm going to speak to you about building enabling ecosystem. And am I moving to the second slide? Is it slides are moving?
No.
Yeah, because there is some. Now you can see?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, because when you put us in the Google Meet, when you put this full slide, it's not moving. I realize the problem. So today I'm going to speak to you about, because all of you are students, maybe masters, PhD, the faculties, research scholars, postdoc. Now, where you are today is all, don't mind me, research and knowledge creation platform. So today my talk starts with your platform, that you are at a level where you are creating knowledge, you are disseminating knowledge, and also doing a lot of research. But then what is next? And you are all paid for it. Be a scholar, be a professor. As Madam said, or Dr. Patna said, I'm also a professor, I'm a director, I do publish publications, in manuscripts. I have a big research scholar group, 10, 12 maybe research scholar there. But when it comes to taking some of my research outcome or my involvement to next level, I look at things differently. So today I'll be happy if out of 70 or 80 people those who are listening to me, 5 of you come with a different thought process and build something in Punjab University that will be the big brand, and you will be satisfied that some of you might create the next generation companies out of science, out of technology, which can create. I'll give you a couple of examples like how students build companies in KIT University, and they've hired 500 people in one go. That can happen in these sectors. So what is the main things we are missing at the moment in universities, including Punjab University or KIT or the big university? I'll not take other universities because 2 are involved here today. I can take only 2 names. The other top class institution of the country, including the premier institutions, we are not building the paths. And you can create that path in your university ecosystem and nobody can stop you. So what is called building your path? You have been doing the job towards academic dissemination, research and knowledge creation. Then you build a platform which will create new ideas and they will not stop there. I remember when I used to do my master's, I used to go to the laboratory and there's a project work of 6 months. I don't know what I have done in my MSc thesis. I had to only produce a thesis, somebody corrects it, I get a mark and I'm passed. Now that's to not happen now. Because India is doing quite good. India is supporting innovations. Ideation stage quite good. Why don't we come forward to take leverage of it and build, design, and enable what we want to build? So today my submission to all of you, ladies and gentlemen, those who are listening to me, please remember that you are getting degrees by academic excellence, by doing good in academics, doing something good in research. In future, they will not ask you how good at you are in academics. They'll ask you how good at are in ideations, how analytical mindset you have, how are you thinking differently. Forget about thinking out of the box. Are you literally thinking something, or you just go to a class, same stuff, very boring, same thing you do every day, and then you don't plan something beyond classrooms. So my submission to all of you, including faculties and research scholar, master, student, BTech, whatever those who are here to listen to me, build the path for you in future, which I could realize during my postdoc, and I became very popular by implementing some of these things which I'm sharing with you is my own experience. Now, when you build your path, you have to understand, you should have enough knowledge, apart from your domain knowledge, into how to create patents, IPs, how to design things. You may not do it. Can you go to somebody who would help you to design things? How do you enable your technology? And then once you do it, you have to build a proof of concept, which people will say, oh, you have done something which is tangible to showcase this is what you have developed it. Always people go with crazy ideas without something in their hand to show them. I always believe, don't talk about those things just like that. Take something which people can visualize. And we always make mistakes while pitching, while convincing others. So remember, from knowledge creation, you have to build a platform where you can ideate, you can file patents, you can design, you can enable some of your components. Now then you build a proof of concept. And the proof of concept should not stay there, because this is a proof of concept, means TRL. So for you, it's called technology readiness level, TRL 3 or 4 kind of stuff. Then some of you who are bold enough, who are with a lot of guts, they say, okay, let me do some startup. I'll register a startup company. I'll take my proof of concept towards commercialization stage. These are all phases of path. Now, some of us, many of us might think, okay, I may not build enterprise. I'm not tuned for it. Can I transfer technology? Ladies and gentlemen, if your university transfer 5 or 3 technologies in the most popular university of the country, remember, we are not doing it. The tech transfer we are doing, it may not be that substantially high qualities. So these are the things you have to build in your ecosystem. Then only you will be known as one of the top class university, not only Indian, but the Asian continent. Now, tech transfer startups, there are 2 opportunities you have after proof of concept. And then you validate by different methods, by trials, by regulatory, by certification. Then you go to market plan, business plan, then you build an enterprise or scale-up plan. This is what I see. If you're doing scientific activity and creating interesting knowledge, which are innovative in nature, don't stop it there. Build a group of people who can help you to design, file IPs, build the proof of concept, go to validation, then go to scale up and enterprise creation or in a commercial stage. I'm happy to tell you that I have 2 companies. One of the company is doing almost close to a 5 to 6 crores turnover business. Here I'm a professor, maybe I'm a director general, whatever, CEO, Kitibe. I'm also, faculty professor. I'm publishing patents, everything. The other side also, you've got enterprise. And this is very simple, coming from the laboratory research. It's not by something I'm making potato chips. It's not a business, it's a technology-led business. It's an enzyme which detoxifies a chemical compound formed during baking process. Pure microbiological enzymes. That's what I've been taught in earlier. How do you build a commercial plan? It all depends on you. So I was doing research with my colleagues and then build the proof of concept to other stage of validation now in the market and having a 5 to 6 crores turnover company. Not bad, right? This is what Punjab University IIC wants to promote you or to ignite your minds to see that some of you might think in this direction. And if you really become successful, even if you don't become successful in enterprise creation, you're the most smartest person in that place. Now, what you need for this? I know Punjab University has got everything. You have got Technology Enabling Center, if the Honorable Vice Chancellor there. I know I've been attending your meeting of TEC, TBIs, Bionest. You have got, I think, everything. Now, what you need to inculcate the culture among students, how do you ideate? You must respect, you must give more credit if somebody is ideating, giving new ideas. And how do you help these young minds with good ideas, make them better ideas and designs it, IP, enterprise, the whole soul will go on. Now, the whole innovation ecosystem, including institutions like you or us, driven by these days technology business incubators. And these are called TBIs. And there are many agencies, more or less similar programs running it. It's called TBI by Nidhi scheme of DST. They give you 10 crores. Byrock by Byrock, they give you even more. Technology Enabling Center by DST, Business Incubator MSME, Atal Centers by Niti Aayog, IDEX called Innovation for Defense Excellence by Minister of Defense, Research Parks by Minister of Education, Agri Incubator by NABARD, City Knowledge Innovation Cluster by Office of PSA, I think if you build the right ecosystem in your university, your students, and if you build the right mentorship program, right kind of structured processes, you can produce large number of innovative ideas into action, or what I call enterprises. Remember, money, funding is never a problem in our country now. Now, what is a TBI? People have taken a very casual approach in this. I'm sure Punjab University is very, very serious. You have a brand. I know Bioness there. I know incubators. Everything is there. These TBIs cannot, you can run by your professors, but this cannot be a project. This is an ecosystem which cannot work in isolation. There is science, deep science, technology, product development, validation, IP, everything. It cannot be a project. And we need a mindset. Those who are listening to me, if you really bring your mind or change your mindset, let me do something different than my fellows. I have interesting ideas. Let's go to Punjab University, incubator, Bionest, whatever you have, TCs. Can I build something out of it? This is what I'm trying to tell you. Now, this is a new culture. It's a process. So you have to understand that you need to build up this ecosystem there. As I said, there are many platforms where I'm just going to give you an example. You come with the idea to these platforms, this enabling platform. They give you fellowships, like you do PhD program and all fellowship. Ideation stage also, government is giving fellowship. Then you go to proof of concept level, you get a lot of grants from 7-10 lakhs rupees to 50 lakhs of rupees grant. Then you go to prototype level grant, there are different kind of schemes available. Then you want to become a big one, there are a lot of other fundings, angels, investors, venture capitalists, everybody comes into picture. So remember, funding, money is never a problem. It's you, your mind, your ideas, your team is the main thing which will drive this. I just took for you, I'll quickly go through all these concepts because I think I have to stop at 4:30. That's what the time is given to me. I'll not pass that. So if you look at just trying to give you, even the student from geology, from microbiology, from botany, from physics, electronics, anyone, chemistry can pick up these grants. And you have to apply somewhere in biology. I have seen students coming from engineering, getting into biological domain and doing extremely well. So Byrock has a very structured or a very large scale funding scenario coming from very early stage fellowships, prototyping grant to bigger scale of ACE fund, which gives around 7 crores of rupees. Dear participant who are listening to me, remember, government has so much of money to give it to individual enterprises, individuals having interesting ideas. This is much more than professors getting research funding. So country is now going to a different directions. A lot of new policies coming into picture. Startups have been created, promoted in a different platforms. Remember, I'm just giving you the pipeline of this fund from SITARI to BIG to SIBRI to SEED to LIB to ACE fund. It goes from 15 lakhs of rupees to 7 crores of rupees. Remember, even a master student who is good in this, build the right team, build the right proof of concept, goes in the right direction, might get 5 crores, 7 crores in future. I have got students getting such kind of fundings in their journey. So I hope I'm audible, right? But sometimes I feel maybe.
No, it is audible.
Perfect, good.
Yes. Sir, one the small sum is this thing. Maybe our is like Central University Punjab. University is a.
Oh, I see. See, my geography is so bad now. Huh?
Sorry to interrupt you. I thought, yeah.
No, very good. No, this is a learning for me. So I learned today. Central University Punjab is different. Good.
Yes.
So okay. Good. So this is very good. That means I think this will be all interesting for you, right? You can set up. Do you have all these incubator platforms there, DST and all sort of things there?
No, sir. Actually, we have in the first stage. Ma'am can explain you in the better way.
Right.
We have the first stage. Actually, we have completed.
Okay, good.
So we are still in process of getting some. We have submitted TBI proposal recently.
ITBI or TBI?
Yeah, ITBI we have submitted. Yes. So we are in process of getting the grants. Yes. So we are on the first stage. We are just trying to get some of these grants and all these things. Yes.
So now once you get it, so this you have to build your the mentor school, the right kind of ambassador school, and your cohort of startups. So this funding is going to be very, very useful for you. ma'am and sir, because people don't know about it. There's so much of fund exists. I just run through the slide, you realize, oh my God, so much of money exists. Now look at somebody who has got interesting ideas and there are schemes available. I just put a couple of schemes, not all the schemes, but funding is, as I said, funding is never a problem. Now somebody at the bachelor's, master's, passer student come with interesting ideas, including PhD, whatever, anybody comes with ideas. You have been supported just like fellowship you get in JRF, in CSR, UGC kind of stuff, DBT or DST, JRFs. The fellowships could be a SIF fellowship. A geology student, a chemistry, if you are really solving a problem, let's say somebody says, I want to solve a problem of waste to wealth. I'm going to take some industrial waste, convert into something interesting product. Could be an interesting fellowship program. So social innovation fellowship program is quite interesting. And there, if you get selected through these centers, like we are one of the centers, you get 50,000 rupees per month. Students don't only run after JRFs and SRFs. If you have crazy ideas, interesting ideas, talk to your professors, mentors, centers in your institution, can think of availing a SIF fellowship programs. 80 centers having, if you get selected, you get 50,000 rupees per month and a Kickstart grant, 5 lakhs rupees. And if you do good, you can get next round 50 lakhs of rupees. A bachelor passer student and above can apply for all these programs. Remember SIF program. The SITARI program is quite also interesting. This is a program, the Students Innovators for Translation and Advancement of Research Exploration Program. And here, if you get selected, you get 15 lakhs of rupees. And annually, they give around 15 such awards. Our students have got such kind of awards, earlier stage. So this is what I'm trying to tell you. Please don't look for only classical path of doing a bachelor's, master's, PhD, post, then back to Punjab. Central University Punjab. Do something else. Look for interesting ideas. Can you convert? Look for new ideas in your society, the societal problems. If you can solve it, you can avail Social Innovation Fellowship Program. So money is not a problem. It's all about how ideas you're going to get it. There's a program which is very popular in the country called Entrepreneurs in Residence Program by the DST, Government of India, a scheme called Nidhi Program, where you got selected to institutions. We have been giving every year almost close to 15 such programs, 30,000 rupees per month you get fellowship, which is not bad. You've got interesting ideas, you can avail these fellowships called Entrepreneurs in Residence Program, which is very, very, so annually I think more than 500 such fellowships are given. So please students, those who are listening to me, those who have done a bachelor's, passer or master's, please think over it and can get these fellowships to build their ideas into action or to enterprise. Now, once you cross this fellowship program where you understand what to build, how to build kind of thing, now you want to build. It needs some fundings, and this can go. You cannot ask your parents to give you money to build some prototypes, to build some designs. The government is so generous to provide you money from early stage of 7-10 lakhs rupees to 50 lakhs of rupees, and that money comes to your personal account. It never goes to the institute account. It comes to your personal account, your institution, to your startup company or to your individual accounts. Of course, you cannot buy a racing bike or a car for your family. You can have to only spend on your projects. Now, there is one grant which is very popular by the Byrock. Even geologists, people can apply for it. Biotechnology Ignition Grant, and still the call is open now. The pre-fit in the last date. And you want to apply for this in different sectors. It's a proof of concept grant. You look for this big grant of Byrock. Who can apply? Individuals, students, academicians, scientists, clinicians, researchers, startups, anyone can apply. And it is across all the sectors: agriculture, drugs, medical device, waste management, industrial biotech, every sector, energy sector. So you people can also play a role in these sectors. Now, call is open. 15th February is the last date, and we are one of the partner in this. And you'll be very happy that last time we had 17 innovators like you got 50 lakhs each through us. Last time, 21. Remember, 21 each 50 lakhs getting through us. So I'm trying to tell you that gone are those days where everybody was talking about funding an issue. Today, lot of funding. less brains, less good ideas. So I'm just pitching for you, come up with high, good ideas with your faculties, mentors, you will win the game. There's a Nidhi Prayas where you get 10 lakhs of rupees, you bring interesting ideas. Even every year they're giving around 300 such prototyping grant. You are interesting. I think we have one or two Prayas grantee from Punjab. I'll find it, those people. And these people can build prototypes with this money of 10 lakhs of rupees. It's a grant money. Don't have to give it back to anyone. You have to work on your projects. So this is called Nidhi Prayas grant. It's called MIT, the Ministry of IT and Electronics has got a TIE 2.0 scheme, which people don't know about it. You get 7 lakhs of rupees for proof of concept, prototype designs. Again, we have been giving such funding to many students, innovators, and they're really leveraging this, building the enterprise. I'm trying to pitch here that money is not a problem. Bring interesting ideas from societal problems or from technological problem, or a very interesting innovations-driven problem. Even you can say, I want to build a smart systems to look at the soil health in a geology perspective. Could be possible, because that's what the mission, but there is no such instrumentation local level which has been flourished. Now go to next level where you want to scale up, you want to commercialize. Government is still with you. It means you're going to make business with your ideas, but the money is given by government, several stages. You saw that from the fellowships to proof of concept, to the designs, to the proof of concept, now to scale up. Government is still going to help you in different sectors. There's a scheme called SIBRI scheme. Again, this is where the Department of Biotechnology scheme program, where you get grant money, and it's also open for startups who are being matured. You get BIP money. Again, the money goes up in crores of rupees, called Biotechnology Industry Partnership Program. And there also you get grant money. It goes to a Atal Innovation, Atal New India Challenge Program in different sectors. Also, you can focus, you can get around 50 lakhs of rupees in these projects. 1 crore of rupees in these projects if you get selected. You have people, those who have got such projects. You have got Byrock seed fund. If you do good in the big grant, I told you, if you're good, you get a big grant, then you get a seed fund. This is called Sustainable Entrepreneurship and Enterprise Development Fund. You also can get around 30 lakhs of rupees in this. So good, government is supporting you at every stage. If you're doing better, you can get a LEAF fund, which can go up to 1 crore rupees against equity-based, funding. So what I'm saying, all these things, because people don't know about it. I meet people, those who come with ideas, they don't know how to get funded. They say, we don't have money. Now here I'm telling you, bring ideas. Money is not a problem. This is what a platform we call incubation platform, which will help you to take your ideas into enterprise level or into action level. Now, in this case, in LEAF fund, you get a 1 crore rupees. You can really, I have startup who have taken 1 crore rupees in 2 years. They became so better, so big. Now, there is ACE fund, which I was talking to you about. ACE funding is a fund of funds. If you get selected here, it can go up to 7 crores of investment funding. Now, remember, government is partnering here, giving you a lot of funds. Now, those who are saying, I have interesting ideas, forget about money, build process, build right team, build the solutions which can scale it, which can be scalable, which has a commercial potential. Money is going to come to you automatically. Of course, you have to work for that, but money is not going to be a problem. I see more than 50 of my companies have raised private equity fund, means money from outside, not from government, from private. And one of the company became now 8,000 crores company, 3 BTech students, 8,000 crores company. And they've returned us 6 times money, what we have given to them earlier. So it all is gaining in this exercise. Now, again, I'm saying there's a different kind of, seed support system. PACE fund is also available. You can take this PACE fund. Again, faculties, they have not built enterprise. They want to innovate something, to commercialize. You can take up this 50 lakhs of rupees called PACE funding, just like big funding. So remember, again, for faculty, just come. You don't have to build enterprise. You want to be more creative, you can create this technology with this fund. You can then do tech transfer activities. So all can happen here in India. Now, I said so many things because this is what we should do in Central University Punjab. Start with ITBI support, build your capacities, build the capacity of mentors, your students, your facilities, little bit you create examples that my student, Mr. X, Miss Y, made this company, and today the company is so good, or they're doing great. Now, this story building has to be there from your university, Central University Punjab. Now, as I said, like you, we are nothing in 2007 in Odisha. KIT University, there's no incubation center. Odisha, there's no incubation center. And Mr. Patnaik said, I just came from Switzerland, from ETH. ETH has been the global ranking almost close to 7 or 8, very top class institutions. And when I came here, I brought in more than 16, 17 Nobel Prize winners to build a vibrancy. And today, KIT is one of the top rated incubator in the country. Now, what you've done, I just told you all the schemes. We have taken all the schemes under our umbrella. And today, happily, I'm telling you, madam and sir, we as incubator has raised more than 300 crores from government. And our startups have raised more than 1,200 crores from the private. It means, look at how it magnifies. If you bring interesting ideas, the enterprise are becoming better. Not only government gives money, the private equity money flows into your ecosystem. That's how you create your wealth out of scientific activities. So I thought in next, some minutes, 15 minutes, I'm going to speak about leveraging all these schemes. Like you today, Central University Punjab is listening to me. 2009, we started a small rooftop exercise called Technology Business Incubator. Approached government, just like madam said, ITB at the first stage. And you know what are the messages? I know people talk good about Punjab because Punjabi people are more enterprising. And Odia people don't mind Mr. Patnaik, but they say people are, easy. They are very cool. They don't work so hard. But that's not true. So we said to the ministry, the government of DST, that, sir, a lot can happen in Odisha. You have to support. So we brought the team and we built it. As I said, all these schemes we have leveraged. Now, one slide is enough to tell you what you've done in this last 11 years. 2009, approached government of India, like you today approaching DST. Let's say they might give you 5 crores. That time they have given us 3 crores. And today it has grown from existence to excellence. And we have been supported by whatever the message I gave you, everyone has funded us. Be it from Boeing, be it by European Union, be it by DST, Byrock, MATI, MSME, TDB, whatever you say, everything is here, including Ministry of Social Justice, Nidhi for COVID program, US consulates, Startup India, Invest India, Jal Jeevan Mission, Food Department, MOFPI. Why it has happened? Because you have to build the credentials of the organizations. Like you are known for academics, probably you have to be known for incubation. So for that, the nucleus is coming from the ITBI. Don't stop it there as a project. All students should take it as a mission board. Let us create our ideas which can go to next level. And KIT will be very happy to work with you. No money required for us. We'll be happy to work with you to help that, to see that some of your ideas gets into enterprise level, recognized national level. So remember, this one slide is good enough for you to learn. Money in our country is not a problem. Sitting in Bhubaneswar, in Odisha, if I'm able to get this, why don't you get in Central University Punjab, in Bathinda, right? So look at here, every year we have grown, brought in new programs, new culture, new mindset, new processes, and we have grown from existence to excellence. Not only that, in 2017, the government of India, DST, has declared we are the best incubator of the country among all. Now, in 2021, we became Center of Excellence by DST. There are only 6 or 8 Center of Excellence in the country. We are one of them. Now, why I'm saying with so much of confidence? Because I realized wherever you are in the country, if you're doing good, you will be the best known in the country. And today, KIT is known in the country. I'm very thankful to all our well-wishers. And this all happened not because of me, but because of my team who is working day and night on the mission board. And the startup who really made the names. You realize what the startups who have made the names. We provide exciting, laboratory infrastructure, very stylish meeting rooms. You'll not find universities like this. Ultra modern facilities. You can see, watch movies here, right? You have a theater screen, you can watch movies, you can play, you can whatever you want to do. It's creating the next generation mindset to build enterprise out of ideas. And in 24 hours open. This is not a classical academic laboratory. The culture is to be like this. And look at here, all corporate funds flew into or came into our ecosystem, from DST to MSME to Byrock to CSR to Spurti, Enter India, Airthon. Now you've gone global now, working with now three other countries. All things happening here now. So as I said, money is never a problem. So as I said, all slides which I've shown, every money which I've mentioned scheme, everything is now here. So we leverage those fundings and created these programs. But the best thing what I learned when I speak about these slides, these next two slides, this and next one, in this 11 years, we promoted 260 odd companies. And out of that, 12 billion, it means 1,200 crores private equity fund this company have raised. And the whole company this would be corrected. The company's valuation of all these startup companies today is almost close to 9,000 crores company, valuation company. Remember, they came with ideas. We helped them to build proof of concepts, prototypes. I told you the path building exercise. Help them to file patents, do tech transfer, designs, IP, connects, market linkage, all sort of things. That's why today this company valuation of all our startups is close to 9,000 crores. It's not a small thing, ladies and gentlemen. All can happen here in India, in Central University, Punjab, Bhatinda. The more exciting is this slide. To these companies, we have given little money of 15.8 or let's say 16 crores of rupees as a seed fund. And this 16 crores today, by losing in some of the companies, has become more than close to 100 crores of rupees. It means the TBI also had earned money. So this is the message to professors who are listening to me. Don't think by asking money from government to do research, this money also can be used to do innovative research to go to next level. That's what we have been doing in KIT. More importantly, this company who are now incubated, getting bigger, moved out, they become bigger. Actually, the data I have, more than 4,500 jobs we have created, which are technical in nature. I'm not talking about the non-technical, technical natures. And we have now reached out to institutes, areas, local areas, very remote areas, built 4 women technology parks. And there are almost close to 70 women entrepreneurs. Who says women are not leading in startups? You have to enable this. That's what I'm pitching here. Things can happen once you build the ecosystems rightly. Now, when you see, we have a large number of companies from fintech, clean energy, edutech to livelihood to agriculture, diagnostic, waste management, industrial processes, healthcare, drugs, devices, across all sectors. We are not sector specific. And just to tell you a few examples where I feel happy, one of the company, somebody came to me with the idea, single man, no money. We discussed, it's called Mr. Patna. He came with a concept called digital health concept. We are expert, we have a center of excellence. This young man in 6 months of time got around 1.6 crore of support through us. And today the company is getting so big because in 20 seconds, without taking any blood, this device can measure 6 parameters of your blood in less than 20 seconds. And the cost is 1 rupee. Now everybody is going to put money in this company. This is called the power of ideas. The second picture you see, I'm getting an award from the Honorable President of India and the Minister of Science and Technology to a company. So the lady came to us for the faculty. We talked to her. She then developed a protein kind of structure which drills into your specific cells. Once you take as a capsule, specific cells like liver and releases drugs there for targeted drug delivery. The company is now getting bigger and bigger in India, in Ireland. This is called power of ideas. So today I'm telling all of you that if you have an interesting idea, this can go to a different level if you nurture it through a process. That's why TBIs, good TBIs are very, very important. There's one more guy who just came from Australia and he said, I want to do something exciting in India. Didn't get a platform. I talked to him. He's developing a robotics platform to manage the lake ecosystem. I remember in Chandigarh, there's a very good, nice lake where I used to go for boating. And those lakes has to be maintained clean. Now, manually, you cannot do it every time because it's expensive, then people cheat and they don't maintain it. There are systems which can manage this very, very digital, electronically or remotely they can be done. And you can see what kind of the lake parameters in the health of the lake is in that particular season. So this is now getting deployed in Hussain Sagar, in Odisha, in Assam. This is what an engineer building something with other people, building this enterprise, all came with simple ideas of how to manage lake ecosystems. I went to just like Center in Punjab, I went to institutions called NIT Rourkela. I met one of the guy called Sabir Hussain, MTech students. I found his questions were very interesting. I asked what you were going to do. He said, I got a job. I don't want to do a job. I want to really take up some of the ideas we discussed. He brought in 5, 6. I said, don't be enthusiastic. Let's talk practical things. We found one idea which can go to the next level. Helped him, a young student of MTech, coming here, getting 7 lakhs, 50 lakhs, 1 crore, 5 crore. These are important things. So he has been building the world's fastest blood clotting reagent through materials. Very interesting. And we discussed with the Indian Army that if we develop this and is clears through all trials, validation, Indian Army is importing 1,400 crores such material, a bad material than this, not a good material, from a neighboring country. This is what the ideas can bring differences. And he met Rajnath Singh, the defense minister, got the Defense Innovation Award. In Israel, he got the Mass Challenge Award, the very, 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 very prestigious awards. Look, an idea with the MTech students can go up to this level. Now, you might not trust me because Mrityunjay is a professor. He's talking just like that. Let me tell you, of course, I'm well paid by KIT. My company can pay me more than what my university can pay me. Now, my company is sponsoring 3 of my research scholar fellowship also. So as a professor, it's my responsibility to run my laboratory. So may not be getting from government of India. Of course, I'm heavily funded by them, but still I'm putting a platform where I can get money from my company to sponsor research, which can lead to new technology. Sorry. You might not believe me that what I'm telling here, why you should do all these things, being the professor of this place or being a startup like you, which you want to make. See these slides. The first company called FAR-I, you can Google all of you right now. FAR-I company, 3 students of KIT University. First startup company of KIT University way back in 2010 and 11. This company became today 8,000 crores company and own Oscar in logistics. Of course, they are not in Bhubaneswar now because the state cannot accommodate them, became very big. But they raised almost close to 1,030 crores of rupees from private equity fund. They have more than 500 employees. It's a digital logistics management company. Lalton is a social company. FreshR is a fish-based company. iSerview is a fintech company, raised 59.2 crores. Inokul is a materials company. Ajrex, I told you, the digital health company. Karma is a solar-based company. Metal is a health company. The last company which you see called Kriya, the last logo, that's my company. The company has taken some money from KIT, has given 2.5x return to KIT. And that's the company which is having 5 to 6 crores turnover company. Now, this company is very interesting for maybe your vice chancellor will be happy to see this. This company have raised so much of money that in utter incubation ranking, we are always number 1. If you look at the ARIA ranking, private sectors, we are always number 1. And look at the company, I said FAR-I raised 1,027 crores. These are the companies. My company is the 5th company, raised 7 crores. Now, if you have an interesting idea, you build the right team, you build the right solution, which has got market potential through a platform like incubation ecosystem, then the journey starts. You should not look for a job, all of you. Some of you should come up with ideas and others will look for a job in your companies. One day you never know. My company Kriya comes to me, says, I'm offering you 2 crores per year salary. Let's join my Kriya, not Kit. Right? Things will happen very soon like this. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm just telling you, everything can happen here in India, here in KIT, here in Central University, Punjab, Vatinda. Geography has no meaning these days for promoting startups, ideas, enterprise. Look, such young smiling faces, getting awards for Honorable President, Honorable CMs of the country, international, Rajnath Singh, the Defense Minister, from Sudha Murthy, Narayan Murthy ji, from the PSA, from everywhere. These are the power of ideas taking them to this level. Somebody at the top in Japan, Nusrat. I feel so proud as a professor, as a CEO of KTBI, that our in-house startups are doing so well. We're making money, but we are making big brand out of this. See, such young, these two girls, these are two young girls, very, 19 and 20 years old people getting so much of funding now. They're making organic batteries out of agricultural waste. Very interesting. So just trying to tell you, age is not the bar, geography is not the bar, experience is not the bar. It's all about you, the way you think, and the you building the team, you having the clarity in the path you're going to build for you. So once you do good work, you will be recognized. Unfortunately, I have received more than 3 times award from Honorable President of India, as from the ministers, from many people. So I'm not branding myself, but I'm just telling you, once you do good work, recognitions are the byproducts. And I'm talking not from my behalf, I'm talking from my team, a very large team of 56 people now working in the incubation center full time. They're the enablers and the team members who are driving it. And I have got a very good job to speak to all of you on behalf of them. They have been doing all great work in different sectors. Now, having said that, this is an incubation. Now we have done good, interesting next step. The Office of PSA, the Principal Scientific Advisor to Prime Minister, Government of India, Dr. Byrock's office. I know you are supposed to have a CRIC cluster. We got a new concept called Bhubaneswar City Knowledge Cluster, where I'm the chairman, and you'll be very happy that KTBI made so much of impact in this region. We got calls from these offices and setting up this cluster, partnering with institutions of Odisha like IITs, IMMT, Niger, CIPET, KIT, SITARI, TBI, companies like Nalco, Tata Steel, everybody is jumping into it. The new concept, how these partners can work together, solve problems, but with sustainability as a mode. So, ladies and gentlemen, I think the time is up now, and as I was given so much of time, I thought I'll give what I know so far, what I've experienced so far, what I've told you so far, all our experience. There's no textbook can tell you. You will not get all this information in any book so far. So please think about it. We have been really doing quite good in Odisha now, creating impactful, innovative, and successful enterprises. We are well known in every ministries, from DST to DBT to MSME to Startup India, Invest India, wherever you go. They will say, okay, they are one of the best in the country. And we are now reaching out to east and northeast states of India, helping their state government, working with the chief minister, chief secretaries to see that their incubation centers are going to be more or less sustainable in future. So with this, I thank all of you. I hope I didn't bore. I am expecting some interesting questions from some of you. You can ask me any questions. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you for your motivational lecture. It was really wonderful. So now the session is open for discussion. So I request students, young mind, whatever query you have, you can raise your hand or you can write in the chat box. And this discussion is also open to the faculty member and research scholar, those who are present here. Feel free to discuss. You can ask your queries. Yes, Guru Prasad, you can ask directly.
Good afternoon, sir. Thank you for this wonderful presentation. And I have a query that if I have an idea that as a jewelry student, I want to make an app that can identify rocks from their photos. Then what will be the next step? How I can
Very good. I think
Okay.
you must. Who is this Guru Prasad Das?
Yes, sir.
Oh, happens to be from Odisha, probably. Okay,
Yes,
good.
sir.
Mr. Das, very good questions. Now, app is fine, but first you have to do some exercise. Why you want to build this app? Whether there is somebody taker, a user for this app, please go back to clients. So, whom do you think will be your clients? See, you should. What I feel that startups, innovators, they start developing something without doing a market research, market survey, or talking to the right kind of clients. Right? I'll suggest you can go to somebody. I can give you an idea. Now, how the idea comes? Let's say we meet many people. So, this is for all of you. I met one collector. So, collector said, "I have a department which looks after making roads, and the making roads they give it to a local contractor to make the roads. Now they have said this much of centimeter or inch of thickness. So he does it nearby. When you go far away of the place, he makes it a little thinner. So you cannot go by scale saying 3 inch, 2 inch. You cannot measure, right? Now, how do you do it by somebody who brings interesting ideas? As you said, Mr. Das, I can take images, I can process it, I can say rocks will be there or percentage of something will be there. I don't know what chemical composition you might take from this. But one guy came, again, there were 2 or 3 ODS people. I talked to them, can you build this? So connected them, and they build a drone system which will go in the path of making it. So give them a map of the road which I built. This will now track the whole path and take images, and your system will process it and tell the collector in the office. You can see in this area this is 2 inch now, 5 inch, or whatever, 3 inch now, or something is broken. This is quite interesting. So the collector can take a call because he has to travel a lot, and without just seeing eyes, he was not able to take decisions. This is a big market because it's not for him. For many mining industries, also it is useful. Now you can find clients at your level. So I'll be suggesting that building an app is the easy job you can do, but talk to the right client is the most difficult job because whether they need it or they don't need it, right? So I feel there is a demand because a lot of exploration happenings. I know Indian oil company, they're exploring, they say we have spent 500 crores, nothing came out. Now, can you build something, a platform there? Okay, are you digging the things, drilling into it, but I can give you some preliminary information which might save your cost, something like that. I don't know. So I think a good idea, but building app is not only a good idea. How do you build it? What for you build it? What information it gives so that there will be takers for this, users for this. So then you make money, right? You are not a Tata or Ambani that you can spend money to build something and no users for it. Got it?
Actually, yes, sir. Actually, it's just an example I given. Then, if I have idea, then what is the path? Then how to?
I told you very good. So I got it, very good. So Central University of Batinda, Punjab is some people. You say, okay, there is Professor X, he doesn't understand. Fine, but there are many professors. You have as a student, you have a rights to talk to people of the whole country. I'll be traveling on 14th Delhi. You know whom I'm meeting? The top class. So I'm a small man of 45, 46 years old, professor, right? I meet the top people of Indian science, the administration of Indian, let's say top level, you can say, PM office. Very important. As a student, you can find out which professor in this sector is sitting next to you first. Not found, very good. Talk to your mentor, maybe Dr. Patna is your mentor, let's say, I don't know. Now, you talk to him. If he's not a good fellow, okay, fine. There are many good fellows, sister. Now, develop connections. Let me tell you, there are many people, they want to help young ideas, good ideas. So you reach out to that person, or if you don't find at the end, write to me, I'll find somebody for you within 10 minutes. Okay, talk to them, build it, and then you'll see things will all fall in place. You need somebody who would guide you. Don't develop something in blind or in air. Things will not happen for you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for your attention.
Thank you, sir. And there is a question in the chat box. I'll read it. Arsha is asking, sir, how can we get sure that our idea will work or not? Like creating market.
Call Dr. Brahma or Vishnu, right? This is very
Yes.
difficult, right? See, ideas may work. I can tell you which idea will work or not. But whether the business will happen or not, I cannot tell you. Anyone can tell, the experts can tell you this idea will work. But whether it will make money or not, you cannot comment on that because it depends on you have not done enough exercise on that. So I'll give you examples. It says, sir, I want to make a rocket which will go to moon, come back to Mars. Right? So very simple. Why you want to build it? This will not be possible because of physics principles, whatever you can say. Now you say, okay, I want to build something for, in geology. Let's say I want to, sir, in the villages, government said you have to test your soil. Now the soil is to go to laboratories very far away. Can I build point of care or on the spot, mobile or simple, small device talking to electronics and all, look at NPK. Possible? You will say, oh, this will happen because I know the chemistry of to look at N and P and K. I can do it, make it small, miniaturize. Don't have to go for mass spectrometry or the GC or whatever you can say, right? That is possible. Whether this will be marketed or not, I don't know. Got my point? So I think, you should have built an idea with your gut feeling, with the mentorship of your professor. This is going to work. Then at least you should have confidence and you should understand, not confidence only, understanding of that. Then like creating market for idea or product or which we will be working. Okay. So now I always do the reverse engineering. Let's say what the company I mentor or I created 2 companies, they're multi-crores company. Not very big because I don't have time and me and my wife also the co-founders, so none of us have time. I've never gone to the company, maybe once in a year I go to the company. Now why I'm saying, because important is ideas, prototype, product, everything will be formed because you work on that team. Now market is different body language, a different ball game altogether. Now what I do, I always look at the market, what market needs. I come back, build ideas accordingly. So be a member of that club. Don't bring your ideas to market it just like that. Look at the market first, what market needs. Bring ideas which you can build to a prototype or to product. There is a best selling propositions as compared to just giving ideas. Having said that, I'm not stopping you to bring your ideas. Again, I'm telling you, I don't have time. I'm a bit smart guy. I said, okay, what the market needs, let's bring an interesting idea from there, build a product out of it. So I hope you understood what I'm trying to answer you. So build, ideas can go to prototype, fine, but market is interesting, important, which people cannot visualize at the moment. But build your ideas for you, at least those who are beginners, those who don't want to fail in that game. Be a smart developer, build ideas based on the market demand and need. Okay. Ars is happy, Goyle is happy. Thank you,
Yes.
sir. Got your point. Very good. Thank you.
Yes, thank you, sir. So, any question from faculty or research scholars?
What is after PhD?
Yes. Yes. I think that they required some buffer time.
No, it's a tea time. So it's a samosa and tea time.
Yes, in virtual platform, that is only we can display tea and samosa. Okay, sir, I have one thing like this product designing or the proof of product and those things. For that, like who is going to approve? For example, like many times the student come up with some idea, like whether this idea will work, not work. Then that next level to make the proof of this thing. So what is the link? Like how we should move in that direction?
Yeah. So I told you, ideas. Then somebody comes ideas. First, you have to help them to refine the ideas. I come with the idea. I say this is the best idea. Not true. Now people has to be there to refine it to make it a real idea, which is good one. Now you say they come to us with a real idea by some process. They want to build prototypes, design something. It costs money. Now, whether your central university has fund to support them, there is one thing which you may not be having, I don't know. Or IIC has some money, probably, University Council has money. Then the AICT is running some competition, has got some money. I have been judging in those couple of things. Now, if not, as madam somebody said, they have applied for a incubator of ITBI that has got money for prototyping and design kind of thing. You can help your startups, your innovators in that. But only giving money is not going to be the purpose. You have to really mentor them, guide them, how to develop, bring other enablers, industry people and all. They will guide. So first, your work has to be as a enabler of this. Build a platform where at least students will come, talk to one or two faculty who are going to drive this. Let's say IIC is there. Now, what happens in IIC, I know, in many, at least in our institution. So what you should do, what is next? You have to plan for it. Let's say ITBI, prototyping grant, talk to Punjab government. Can they give some grant through MSME scheme? And they all can give. 5 lakhs, 6 lakhs grant money is not a big deal. Only thing, you have not reached out to them, never convinced them this is what can be done. This is all possible. So when they come to you, provide them. Yes, money is not a problem. Now, madam is there, let's say Priti Ketrapal madam is there. He said, okay, she's expert in electronics. Madam is going to be part of your thing, mentor program, is electronics guy, will help you. This has to be the enabling component of a university ecosystem. Otherwise, it's not like questioning somebody or your pass or fail. If somebody comes with the idea, which is very raw, you cannot say this is very bad. You go, oh, good, let's make it much better. Now, madam, Priti madam, or somebody comes, Bamdev, you come and then build it with better ideas. This is to the culture of a incubation center or a platform, right?
Okay. So in just to understand, like in KIT University, like when student is approaching, they are coming directly to the TBI, or you have some committee or somewhere they used to present, or you invite the idea?
Our is free flow. You can come to me, you can come to my TBI, there are 50 members, you can come to your professors. We don't have any hard and fast rules. Only thing we said, you have to come.
Okay.
If he comes to the other member also, they will somehow bring it to here only, right? Where here we are very vibrant. Now you have to catch their hand, not to drop them in between. Ki now ab tum bhai niklo, samundar ke andar, right? You have to really drive them through. Doesn't mean that every time you have to drive them through. You have to take them to a level, say, now you're best. Now you can drive. Please, you swing. That's the job of a platform. So they come to us by different platforms. We are every day. Today I have got, I can show you, there's a matured guy, he says, underwater robots. Now he said something, I said, okay, you can talk about it. It needs money. I said, why somebody will give you money, so much of money? But they're not able to explain it, right? So they have to come with clarity of plans. Why somebody will give you 50 lakhs Patna? Nobody will give you 50 lakhs. Yes. That is missing among our innovators, the ideators. They only come, sir, my idea is good. You must give me money. Right?
No, not right. So there is another question in the chat box. In this era of where most of us wants to be an entrepreneur or business person, having an idea is one thing, but at the same time, finding the right gap in market in order to scale up one idea is other challenges.
Very good. Ullas Kumar, very good. So Ullas, I think you should go talk to. There are many report comes. I'll send you, let's say, one company in. How do you operate? You'll be surprised the way I work. There's a company in Hyderabad called Huwell Life Sciences, became very popular. 2019 to a turnover was 2.5 crore. In 2021, became 100 crore turnover company. We have been helping the company. Indigenized diagnostic company for COVID. He said, I want to see the next 10 years of market going towards which direction. Never COVID, right? COVID is gone. No business from COVID now, except few places. Now, what is next? There are market reports coming. There are management schools deployed for this. Please look out for those markets, not only for one institutions, like something in Punjab. Look at from IIM Ahmedabad, what they have said, or maybe Stanford has said. There are a lot of reports you'll find. Having said that, You have to also do your due diligence, what is the market. But I think at your level, the place where you are or where I am from, don't have to look at such global market reports. You know today, Mr. Ullas, sitting in Punjab, if you can build something which can convert your stubble from the agriculture waste or the rice husk, something into interesting product, you'll be a millionaire. The Punjab CM will first hug you and give you in your pocket 5 crores. Please kuch karo yaar, bada panga ho raha hai, which is a disturbance everywhere, right? Do you think any market research needs for this? Already visible to you. You want to bring something for what you call waste sector. I want to manage waste, agri waste, municipality waste, anything you bring which is economically viable, which is scalable, you have to understand things will happen for you. So I'll suggest you that rather getting into the reports, you are not. So those who look at report, they are big companies. They know where to put 100 crores now, not to put 100 crores or 5 crores. So right now you don't have 50 lakhs. You are looking for 50 lakhs. So think for a place in an area where you see I can build my credentials, my brand by making it successful. I see sitting in Punjab, convert with the technology from agri waste to product, which can be scalable in Bihar, in Odisha, in almost all these agri producing states. Think in that direction, right?
Thank you, sir. There is another in the chat box. Sir, in our country right now, a startup influence is going on. It is very tough to think about product designing, startup marketing this business for a science student. How are you seeing the ideas to grow? It should be from our surrounding, or we should go for management course like MBA then PhD?
Okay, very good. This guy is Sunil Kumar Behra, smart person. Sunil, you must meet me. I'm a hardcore science guy. But when I come to market, you can consider me. That's what management gurus told me, you are better than management guys. The reason being, degrees are different to look for jobs. If you really want to do something great, don't look for always degrees. Of course, I'm not saying that you fail in Central University job, but don't always look for degrees to achieve what you have been talking now. Now, being a science student, you are fortunate. So much schemes I told you today, Sunil, that everything for science students, not for art students. Very limited for art students in innovation sector. You must be thankful to your parents, to you, or maybe elders, those who told you. And the second thing, money, I said, being a student, getting an idea, getting a good idea, getting the best idea, 3 are different things. Now, you must get an idea which, if you can solve, has got a commercial potential that people can buy, the institution can take it up. You have to think those ideas first. So I have seen ideas coming from students. Every day I get, taking a shower, I get 2-3 ideas, right? But whether those are scalable, profitable, can you commercialize? All questions you have to ask. So for that, you don't have to get a degree. Do your partner, team member has some expertise in that. So startups never done by one person. It has to be a team, because at this early stage, you cannot be expert in all. Bring 2-3 team members. I am from science, this guy from management. We all club together. 3 of us build this company, which is technology, which is business, which is everything in top of it, designs also. So think from that perspective. Right? Sunil, I hope that answers your question.
Thank you, sir. I hope Sunil is happy after listening to you.
Yeah. So
Any other query? Because I just had a talk with BCSR's office. He told me that 1 minute he is asking, because still in another meeting. Yes, you can ask. Yeah, you are asking something. Yeah.
No, I was just saying the same thing.
Okay.
So, but maybe we could have a chance to visit your institutions, visit your center, so that will give us like more orientation.
Anytime. Let's say next faculty development program, you say let's make a trip to Bhubaneswar and Jagannath Temple and Kitty BI. Right?
So FDPs on startup incubation and all schemes, they are being organized by your institution, or it's like?
These days we can do that. When I can ask somebody to fund your program of FDP of Central University of Punjab, so you can travel. But today, these days, everything is possible. So much of energy, so much of schemes. Our startups, they have taken 3-4 crores from these ideas. There's so much of money available. India is doing great now. So many unicorns coming from the Indian continent. It was never happening earlier. So I made a mistake today because Punjab University, because this was something. So don't mind.
No, that's okay. So it happens many times. Many students also do so
Is it? Okay.
while taking admissions. Yes.
Same thing. I went to Jaipur, CU Raj, some other university, Rajasthan University or something, Central Rajasthan, one is something Rajasthan. So when I went to Jaipur, there's a talk. So I went to Jaipur, he said, no sir, Krishnagarh na Kanhayagarh something, the university is. Oh my God, then I had to, again, I went to Jaipur.
That is in the Kishangarh, I think.
Kishangarh, right, Kishangarh.
Yes.
So that was a problem.
So just now I had a talk with the office. I think he's still there. It started around 3 o'clock. He was expecting that it will be over by 4:30.
No problem. No, let's finish it. Next time we'll meet.
Some other occasion we can have his presidential remark. So thank you, sir. Thank you for your wonderful motivational lecture. Really, it is going to inspire many of the students and also faculty members those who have attended this particular talk. And definitely in our university also, we are going to develop similar kind of ecosystem. We'll try to develop that kind of vibe and this thing.
Yeah.
And so now it is, I will request Dr. Preeti Khetrapal, convener IIC, to propose vote of thanks.
Thank you, Dr. Jitendra. So Professor Mrityunjay Sir, CEO, KIIT, TBI, thank you very much for showing us the way to initiate startup culture from academic and research excellence. You have also introduced us with various funding opportunities available. And of course, the success stories, they are really true inspiration. Thank you so much, sir, for giving your time, giving your knowledge, sharing everything with us. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
We are also thankful to our Honorable Vice Chancellor, sir, Professor Raghavendra P. Tiwari ji. He has always motivated IIC to organize various such activities. So he's actually the true inspiration behind our growth of the IIC. And then, of course, we have Professor Monisha Dhiman, President IIC. So with her hard work, our IIC is, I think, is going into the correct path, and soon we will have such incubator facilities in our own campus. And of course, Dr. J.K. Patnaik ji, Vice President IIC. Thank you so much, sir. And I also extend my thanks to other members of the IIC and Department of Zoology for making this session successful. And of course, our students, our scholars, they are the real backbone behind our all activities and growth. Thank you so much. Now I request all of you to stand for National Anthem.
पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड़ उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उज्जल जलधि तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मांगे गाहे तव जय गाथा जन गण मंगल जय जय हे
Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Thanks everybody.
Thank you.